Hey guys, what's going on? It's CruZzAve here and I welcome each and every one of you to a brand new tutorial video for the guide. Today we're going to be talking about the dynamic tactics again. We've already made an in-depth video about all the new things with this feature, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out in the info card or in the description below. You will find the link to it. And today we're going to talk about 3 balanced game plans that can help you to bring your gameplay to the next level. So nothing ultra defensive or super offensive in this one, just 3 balanced game plans, one for a normal game situation, one when you're leading maybe by 1 goal and it's pretty early in the game still, and one if you're behind and you want to start getting things going more offensively. So let's get right into it. Let's start out with the balanced tactic. For this one I'm gonna be editing the defensive formation. Don't get confused, it's still the balanced game plan. But I want to switch formations to the 4-4-2 since it's quite the strong formation in FIFA 19. I can definitely recommend it to you guys. So let's get straight into the tactics. At first, for the defensive style, we're gonna have pressure after possession loss. This one is, after constant pressure, the most heavy pressing option. And in our opinion, it's very effective because after losing possession, for many opponents, it's already a struggle to normally secure ball possession. And if you even pressure them heavily, then it will make it even harder for them to keep the ball possession. You will be able to gain it right back and then you can start dangerous second ball attacks. For the width, we're gonna stay right in the middle at 5 bars so that we're secure against both wide and narrow formations. And for the depth, we're gonna go for 7 out of 10 because, as I said, we want to pressure the opponent, we want to put him to the test, make it a challenge for him to get the ball into our own half. And 7 is a good value for that. Of course, you can always turn it down a bit if your backline is staying too high and the opponent, for example, goes for dangerous counterattacks. But for the start, we're gonna go for 7. And for the offensive style, we're gonna choose balance because this one allows you to go for counterattacks. You can play ball possession, you can play some long balls depending on your player instructions as well. And we figure that this one just gives you mixed attacking options, which is very good because it will work against numerous opponents. You won't be narrowed down to only one style, which then the opponent figures out, and defense. So balanced is our option here. And for the width, we're gonna go 5 out of 10. As in defense, you just want to be able to go over the wings, you want to go through the center, you just want to be able to have different options at all times, and 5 is a good value for that. Again, you can adjust it against different opponents. For players in the box, we recommend 7 bars. This one, of course, is quite high, but it just gives you this extra pressure to have more players in the dangerous area, gives you some more options. Depending on your style, maybe you want to have them around the box, you know, in the backline area, then you can go down to 5 or 4 maybe, but our recommendation is 7. And then for corners and free kicks, 3 bars, which is a bit more offensive, but you know, corners and free kicks can always give you dangerous chances, so you don't want to miss out on them. So here we go for 3 out of 5. Quick touch on the player instructions. Getting behind for the strikers, quite standard in FIFA throughout the past years. And then you got the option aggressive interceptions again for the strikers. You can choose this one to apply some extra pressure on the opponent, but of course it will cost you some stamina. So you have to decide for yourself how much value this one actually gives to you and if your strikers have enough stamina for it. And for the wingers, you can choose get in behind for the support runs, but I personally am a fan of having them on balanced attacking style because sometimes you want them short in build-up play, especially if the opponent is trying to pressure you. Then it's always nice to have the winger coming short and just being able to play a normal pass to him. Next up, the defensive game plan. As I mentioned in the intro already, this is not an ultra defensive one. They are all balanced, just, you know, slight adjustments. So for the defensive style, we're going for pressure on heavy touch, which is a lighter pressing option, but still here and there you're trying to make the opponent uncomfortable, not let him get too easily into your own half. So this one is a good option if you're leading by 1 goal maybe and you still want to apply some pressure here and there to get the counter attack in or something like that. Then for the width, again 5 out of 10. This you can always adjust. And the depth, we're turning down a notch because 7 is a high value. So here you can go for something between 3 and 5. I would say we're choosing 3 for this one to be a bit more safe, to have your backline deeper in your own half and not get surprised by some overhead through balls, for example, if the opponent has quick wingers or a striker. So here for the depth a bit lower and you should be good to go. The offensive style is possession because in our experience early into FIFA 19, this one counters pressing the best, just having a lot of players come short and being able to pass the ball around, not getting into the situation when your opponent has 3-4 defenders around you and you're trying to find a passing option and all your players are running away. That's always very uncomfortable, so possession helps you out there and gives you the opportunity to slow it down a little bit and get some time off the clock and letting you play out your lead. Standard 5 out of 10 for the width, and then for the players in the box we're going down to a value of 5 as well, because you don't want your central midfielders to go too crazy running into the box and then you will have problems if the opponent is able to counterattack. So 5 is our choice here, and then both corners and free kicks are going down by 1 as well. Formation wise, if you want to go for it, the 4-2-3-1 is a good option to secure a lead. It's probably the best for the back defensive formation in the game, and you can also play over the wings to try and keep the ball and maybe get some counterattack in with this one striker. For the instructions, you still want your striker to cause some damage, so get in behind and aggressive interceptions for him. And for the CDMs, cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking, which will make it extra hard for the opponent to get something going offensively, to find his strikers near the edge of the box. You will always be very secure, at least have one player there to deal with the attacker, and that will help you massively in the defense. If you want to be even more safe, then choose stay back while attacking for the fullbacks as well. Onto the attacking game plan. Of course, for this one we're gonna choose constant pressure. We want to get the ball back as soon as possible. This style will help us with that. And the width we're going to turn down a little bit as well, because this will make your players stand closer together and then you can narrow down the opponent on the wings or in the center of the pitch. The depth is at 7. If you're going for 9 or 10 here already with constant pressure turned on, then you will be very open once the opponent breaks your pressure play, and he will be able to go for counterattacks and you will most likely just concede even more goals. This one would only be for the last minutes, and as I said, even this attacking game plan is still a balanced one. For example, if you're behind by 1 or 2 goals at halftime and you want to change something up and go for a more attacking game plan. The offensive tactic is not changing compared to the balanced game plan, because you should still trust in your offensive abilities to create some chances with good passing combinations instead of having everyone just run into the box and going for long balls or crosses. Just for corners and free kicks you want more players in the box in the dangerous area, so 4 is the value for these two. You can still leave the 4-4-2 or in general your preferred formation. For the strikers, get in behind and aggressive interceptions, and if you want to have some extra attacking power, then use join the attack for the fullbacks. These are the 3 game plans that we can recommend to you guys. They will work against a wide range of opponents and formations and play styles, but of course for certain scenarios there will be more videos on our channel for the dynamic tactics, how to counter pressure play and stuff like that. So stay tuned, or already check the link in the description, our playlist, if those videos are already available. If you want to get some more in-depth tips on the dynamic tactics or improve your gameplay in general, we also offer private coaching by elite and top 100 players in FIFA 19. So if you're interested in that, then check the eye in the top right corner or the link in the description. There's more information for you. As always, thank you for watching. Leave a like please if this video was helpful to you. That would help us out massively, and also subscribe if you don't want to miss any other tutorial videos of the guide. I better talk to you in the next one. See you then. Much love. Peace.